Yo, man, welcome back. It's your boy JYD, live from the diaper room. Of course, start off every video the same, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for everybody who subscribed. We are about 21 followers away from 5,300, so we're chasing our 6K follow dreams, man. So I appreciate all y'all who have subscribed, who have hit the notification bell to know every time that we do upload videos on this channel. This YouTube journey has just been mega stupid dope, man. So thank y'all so much, man, for the support and for trusting me with the boxing content that y'all trust me with, and allowing us to build another community. So with that being said, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, man. If you got any comments, leave them in the comments so we can, read them, seeing what y'all think, and even make a video about it possibly. But today's video is about PED use in boxing and why the punishments are so staggeringly low and seemingly a slap on the wrist. I'm not sure if people are uncomfortable talking about it in boxing. I'm not sure if people think like, oh, then, the powers that be are going to rain down on us if we talk about it and this and that and the third. But no, man, at the world class level, PED usage is, it seems to be at an all-time high. Every other week you look up somebody getting popped for PEDs. Finally, Beck was just stripped of one of his titles for popping positive on PEDs. You got guys like Subriel Matias, who, was found using PEDs, and, which begs the question was, he accidentally, I don't even want to say accidentally. He ended up taking somebody's life in the ring, which, under normal situations, I would say nobody wants to do that. But that makes you question, was he on PEDs when that happened? It just seemed like every time you look up somebody getting popped with PEDs, and then it's like, oh, you suspended for a year. When you get to a certain level in boxing, a year is only 2 fights. A year is only 2 fights, so what you missing? 2 checks? If you are smart enough and you know how to invest your money, that doesn't affect you. That doesn't hurt you. All you do is go ahead, you take your nice little vacation, you stay active in the gym as much as you feel like doing, you come on back, and as soon as you come on back, if you're a big enough name, they literally grant you a title fight immediately. Or they give you a warm-up fight, or a vacant belt fight, or a fight that's going to put you in contention to fight for a belt the very next fight. And it's like, what are we doing? Why are we? Why strip him? Why suspend him if all you're going to do is let him be off for a year or so and then put him right back in position? Because the answer is simple: the money is more important than human lives. Forget then the boxer's life, right? Forget then the entertainer's life. No, the money is more important than the human life, because at the end of the day, if you are a fighter, male or female, you are a human being first, right? So that money being more important than your life is ridiculous. But as a fighter, for you to know what it takes to get to that top level, and to push. But see, most of y'all don't know what it takes to get to that top level, because you never did it real. You never did it naturally. You decided you was going to bend over and take a needle in your behind, or shoot it up in your arm. So that shows how low you think of yourself when you look in the mirror as a man and woman to say, I'm just simply not good enough, so I gotta go ahead and I gotta cheat. And then you got somebody on the other opposite end of the spectrum who, they putting in all of the man hour, they putting in all of the hard work, they doing what they gotta do, they sacrificing, they eating, they doing everything. And then they just to come up short from somebody who was using steroids. And suspending somebody, really, man, that's not a good John Neve. I'm going to keep it a bean, because at the end of the day, the damage is already done. Once you got steroids in your body and you put hands on somebody, man, the damage is already done. You expect somebody to go back and just say, oh, I'm cool, I'm going back with being normal. No, they may have sustained damage in that fight that has changed them physically, mentally, everything. And then come to find out this person used steroids, and it's like, damn. You know what I mean? And then people be saying, oh, well, what if it was only a little bit? What do you mean, what if it's only a little bit? That's like a woman saying, oh, I'm just a little bit pregnant. It's either you pregnant or you ain't. You either on the drugs or you're not on the drugs. You're not a little bit on the drugs. You are either on the drugs or you are not on the drugs. There's no way around it. The reason why it's coming up as a little bit is because they are microdosing. And when you are microdosing and you got all them fluids in your body, you can't really tell, but you still feel the effects of that steroid in those microdose usage. And microdoses build up, 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 up. If you take a cup, and this ain't even science. This is just basic common sense. If you take a cup or a bowl and you put it under a leaky faucet, it's going drip, 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 drip. Now leave that cup there or that bowl there overnight and see the difference. Leave that cup or that bowl there overnight and then come back in the morning and tell me how much water is in that bowl. That's exactly what is happening when you microdose. It's just a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. You can't tell because you're fully hydrated, all this stuff in you, cool. But then when you cutting weight and you making weight, there's not as many fluids in you now. It's not as much stuff blocking what you're really doing. So now when you test it, it comes up. You are never accidentally on drugs, ever. You have done it and you've done it on purpose and you made a conscious effort to say, I'm going to try my best to not only cheat, but to potentially take the life of someone or ruin their life and damage their life forever and then possibly take them away from their family. It's not cool. They need to be suspended for longer than a year. For longer than a year, that's for one. They need to be stripped of all titles and any money that was gotten during that fight. Half of that purse needs to go to whatever is decided that it needs to go to. And then the other half needs to go to the opponent. That way you walk away with nothing. That way, if and in fact next time you even think about cheating, like, man, I'm not even gonna get paid. So let's say you made $20 million for that fight. Half of it go to some form of boxing organization that helps out retired fighters or homeless or anything. I don't care. It just don't go to you. And then the other half of that purse goes directly to your opponent. Now you walked away with nothing and you can't fight again for the next 3 to 4 years. That's going to show you you can't do this. At the end of the day, human life is more important than any of this, man. And people get their lives. The dudes at the top, especially these guys at the top level. How dare you disrespect the sport like that? How dare you disrespect your brother in such a way, your sister in it don't gotta be nothing. I don't gotta like you. I don't gotta be a fan of you, none of that. But once you step in that ring with me, you got my respect. At the end of the night, you got my respect. And I'm willing to say, man, we had our differences, but we fought it out like men. We fought it out like women. Now I can shake your hand at the end of the say, you know what, man? You stood on yours. Word. Let's go get a cheesesteak real quick. Bust a joint down and rap about it, bro. It is what it is. But all this being suspended for a year stuff, and you suspended for a year and then you immediately put back in position for a fight to get the title right back. This gotta stop, man. It gotta stop. PEDs is ruining boxing, and it's not okay, man. It is not okay. We are already putting our lives on the line enough as is whenever we step into that ring. Now you want to tell me you want to put me in there against somebody that's all juiced up? We need year-round testing for boxing for everybody. We need year-round testing, pop-up testing year-round. And the moment you pop dirty, you're done. The moment you pop dirty, you're done. That's your 3 years right there. If you don't got a fight schedule, cool. Don't, because that's your 3 years right there. You can't rumble. Bottom line. And if you do it and you quit while you're fighting, 50% goes elsewhere to organization or charity or whatever, and then the other 50% goes to your opponent. You get nothing now. You want to be a cheater, you get nothing. But the money is more important, and that's the sickening part, man. And I'm just gonna call it what it is. It is what it is. Feel how you feel, say what you want to say, do what you want to do. I don't care. But yeah, that's all I got on this joint, man. If y'all got anything to say, please let me know in the comments. Whether you agree with me, disagree with me, what do you think the punishment should be? All of that. Again, man, I appreciate y'all so much. Hit that subscribe button, like, follow, and please hit the notification bell so that you know every time that we upload to this channel, man. It's your boy JYD signing out from the diaper room, man. Until next time, beautiful John. Peace.